So let's continue with the word of the Most High. So it tells you how a righteous man gonna stand in great boldness in the face of such afflicted him and made no account of his labors. So let's go to Revelations 18:3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of his fornication, of her fornication. So that wine being influenced by it. You know, that's why they call it spirits. You become another spirit once you get drunk and you drinking. You're not supposed to be drunk, you're supposed to drink in moderation. But see, all nations done drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. That's why they got all these allies. That's right down with her. Fornication with her. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. See, remember, see, she's not going to be delicate, tender and delicate no more, but she's tender and delicate. So the merchants going to be saying rich behind, you know, all the ships coming into the ports, you know, costliness. I mean, bringing everything. America putting all that money to everybody else, and the people in the country poor as ever and suffering. Should be no one poor and not without food and so forth and shelter and so forth. But you're paying all that money to all these other countries that have nothing to do with us. That's living here. This is what's going on. All nations have been influenced by the wrath of her fornication. Verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people. Most High people are the children of Israel. 12 tribes of Israel. That ye be not partakers of her sins. So you're not supposed to be, that's why I say learn not the way of the heathen. That you don't be part of her sins. You don't take part in her sins. So they're doing this and you're accepting it, therefore you're a part of it. You're a part of it. So that's why he said come out of the mindset. Don't allow your mind, because remember all the gods of the nations are idols. So if it's the whatever nation outside of the 12 tribes of Israel, they deal with idolatry. So that's what you follow. That's what they serve. They don't serve the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You see? That's why everybody should be coming back to serving the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Or Mashiach coming to judge you and rule you with a rod of iron. You're going to learn it now, you're going to learn it then, you're going to learn it though, or you're going to perish, point blank. So all you that's caught up in thinking that it's going to be this way, that way, whatever way you think it's going to be because of the fact of the way you feel, we're going to see if your feelings going to be able to receive enough blessings that the Most High going to bring you into the kingdom behind the way you feel. Or you're going to be part of that fire, that melting that he says he's going to do. It's a choice you got to choose, life or death. That death is something that you don't even want to receive. You don't even want to know about. I mean, this all here. Where the worms never die and the fires never quench. You don't want to be a part of that. That's why I said we got to come out of the mindset. That's why I said Jeremiah 10:2, learn not the way of the heathen. But what have we done? We learned the way of the heathen. We went through their curriculum. I mean, the curriculum, you got to go through their curriculum, so you still been programmed. That's why we got to be deprogrammed when we read these scriptures to understand what the Most High wants us to do. Otherwise, you still caught up. You caught up. And the end result is what? Death. Death. It is really, because when you look at, that's why I say come out of her, my people. Come out of that mindset, because, you know, majority of Israel don't have no money to be able to travel somewhere else and live, make a living somewhere else. Where's that at? You know? That's been tried already. Both leaders are gone. Ibn Yahweh and Ben Ami, both of them gone. That was tried, right? So once you get into that position where you got, and that's why you got you leaders out there of Israel, right here in America, y'all better stop allowing people to exalt you. Most High's name is jealous. He just said, I'll melt you. Better give all praise to the Most High. Better learn to say, Krum Abanawa Yahweh. Krum Most High. You saying Krum Yasharala, we ain't rising to the Most High say rise. You see? Mashiach Shai gotta rise after the Most High rise. Say, get up, son. Rise. Then he gonna come and we gonna rise. Israel. David was saying, rise Most High against my enemies. Those that hated him. Those that's trying to get him. And he rose against them. That's why I say David was a man after his own heart, which will fulfill all my will. You see what he did? David put all nations in subjection to Israel. That was the will of the Most High. And this was going to be the will of the Most High when he set up the kingdom for Israel. That's why I give him all the praise. Hallelujah to the Most High. You ain't saying it, you better learn to say it. Praise him. He get all the praise. His name is jealous. He said, I will melt you. You didn't heard it. But recognize. You don't want to honor him. You don't want to give him the glory. He gonna get his glory. Leave that. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do about him. He said, I'm the Most High, I change not. So are you that's looking for some kind of prestige here in Babylon we reading about? Might be all the prestige you get. But humble yourself before the Most High humble you. Real for real. You think the Most High could just, he can do anything to us. You up here today, and you down there tomorrow. You can't even speak. That was from walking. That was from talking. Give you a stroke. Give you a heart attack. One of my best friends died from a heart attack, young. Young. Y'all think you gotta be old to have a heart attack? No. Listen. Exodus 34, 14. Thou shalt worship no other power. For the Most High, whose power is power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Jacob being the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel. For the Most High, power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, whose name is jealous, is a jealous power. So you don't want to make the Most High jealous. You don't want to make him jealous. Believe me. So all you that don't want to come out of the ways of this world, you still want to be caught up in the way this world is set up to send you straight to hell. You want to be joined into, that's why I say, come out of her, my people. Like I say, Isaiah 47 and Revelation 18th chapter go right together. So he said, come out of her, my people, that you receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto the Most High in heaven. You still want to do whatever you want to do and feel however you feel, and don't want to know how the Most High feel about this, or thinking that the Most High know your heart. You still gonna follow the same way of the heathen, what they program you to say. That's what you gotta say to you. Isaiah 13 and 15. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through. Everyone that is found will be killed, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. You're going to fall by the sword. You're going to kill you. I mean, it's all here. I mean, Amos 9 and 10. That's why you got to change. You got to be. That's why he said you got to become that new creature. It ain't hard. He said, be wise as serpents, Mashiach Shai said, but harmless as a dove. That's why you got to have humility. I mean, I'm just bringing the word forth the word. People hate me because I'm bringing forth the word. It is what it is. Amos 9 and 10. All the sinners, those that break the laws of the Most High, his rules and regulations, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us, you're going to die. He's going to kill you. That's what he's telling you. So you're going to die because of that. And the Most High said he create evil. Going back to Revelation 24:4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plague. But you know he's going to plague this place. That you receive not of her sins. You ain't supposed to be accepting the things that's contrary to the word of the Most High. You better know his laws, statutes, commandments. Ain't going to be no excuses when you meet the Hamashiach Yahushua. You don't know when that is. None of us know. You could die right now. Boop. Take you out. Instantly. Now the judgment. What you going to do? When you meet him, you going to say what? I was going to do it. I thought about doing it. Or I didn't want to do it because, I didn't want nobody to look at me funny. Or I didn't want nobody to think that I was, different than everybody else. I want to be like everybody else. Well, like you just said, all them joining to them going to fall by the sword. You're going to die. All the sinners of this people, he's going to kill. He's going to take them out. Point blank. That's why it says, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plague. But he's going to plague this place. Jump to verse 7. Revelation 18:7. How much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her. That's what you're going to receive. Torment and sorrow. You join with them, that's why he said you're going to get torment and sorrow. You're going to be looking to never have to cry, never shed a tear, never be sad ever, be joyous and rejoicing forever and ever and ever. That's what's promised. And he's not a man he should lie. That's what we're working for. It says, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she said in her heart, she said in her mind, which is her heart, I sit a queen, like we read in Isaiah 47 chapter, and am no widow. And I ain't no widow. Most I already told you the result in Isaiah 47 chapter. I sit a queen and am no widow, meaning my men haven't died. A lot of my men haven't died. Where the wives end up being widows and shall see no sorrow. Or shall see no sorrow. Right here in America. Listen. Or wherever their kingdoms are. It says, therefore shall her plague come in one day. The plagues will come in one day. Let you know. One day. Death is coming in one day. Death. And mourning, that's sadness. Crying, lamenting to the utmost. And famine, you got no food. And she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Most High power who judges her. Where you at? How you want to avoid the fire that the Most High going to bring on this earth when he said he is fire from his loins up to the loins down? He's fire. He's a consuming fire. How you want to avoid this? Only way you can avoid this is be righteous in the eyes of the Most High. And your name is written in the book of life. It's the only way you're going to avoid this. Jeremiah 13:16. Give glory unto the Most High, our power, your power. See? As I say, you got to give all glory to the Most High, not man. No man. Give glory unto the Most High, our power. Before he caused darkness. You hear that? Before he caused darkness. Ignorance, not knowing. Being stupid. And before your feet stumble upon the dark mountains, these dark kingdoms. You stumble in the philosophies, the false religions, and the false education, the lies and philosophies that's been taught here, the false politics and so forth. That's not for us. And while you look for light, while you look for the light, he turned it into the shadow of death. and make it gross darkness. Hear that? He told us in Isaiah 60:2, what he said? And the people gonna be in what? Gross darkness. But he warned us so that we wouldn't be going into this gross darkness, this gross ignorance as it is today. Did we look out for our future lineage? No. That's why we got to start from scratch. He told us, while you look for light, while you looking for the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High, how to please the Most High, that's the light. He turned it into the shadow of death. And that's all we're seeing is the shadow of death as a people. You come in the world in gross darkness and die in gross darkness if you don't know this truth. You ain't really looking at what it is, what it takes to be spiritually endowed with the Most High and Mashiach Yahushua, and your names to be written in the book of life. If you don't seek that, then you're going to choose death. You already chose death. Let's see how much you're going to make it on your own. The Most High, you're getting ready to move this mercy and grace away from us. You're going to say, who's going to have faith? Well, you ain't going to have nothing but to have faith. That's it. That's all you're going to be able to have. And keeping the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High. Ain't nobody talking about the faith of the Mashiach Yahushua, but that's the only thing you're going to have. That's why he said there's going to be any faith when he come on earth to judge and make war. If you don't have it now, you ain't practicing now, how you going to get it all of a sudden? It's going, no dust going to come from the sky and all of a sudden you're going to get this? Nah, it don't work like that. You working that, you working it every day in your life to see it manifest and manifest more and more and more. Miracles through Bahashama Mashiach in the name of the anointed Savior. That's the only way you can get to the Most High. That's He the one that's bringing forth whatever it is coming into this earth that we are endowed to see and feel His power. Listen to what He said. Give glory to the Most High. Give glory to the Most High. Your power before He calls darkness. See? That's why I'm warning y'all. You want to take all the glory? You ain't giving glory to the Most High? It's more than just saying it. It's about, it ain't about me, it's about the Most High. That's how you get glory to the Most High. Remember, His name is jealous. He's a jealous power. And He said, I'll melt you. So, what you gonna do? Allow it to still, you allow yourself to be still elevated? But understand, this is real, people. These are the last days. And these messages not going to be able to keep coming. You think they're going to just allow us to continue to do what we're doing? We're going to have to have it here. Say the Holy Spirit going to bring all things back to your remembrance. So now it's moving. It ain't never stopped. It's just a matter of where you at spiritually to be able to receive this, to be able to operate and change. That you please the Most High, you can be under the shadow of the Most High and not under the shadow of death. That's what we want to be. We can't put ourselves there if we already put yourself above the Most High, the Mashiach Yahushua. But understand, overstand what the Mashiach Yahushua said. He the power under the Most High. He the one coming to judge and make war. I don't think Israel gonna do it. Nothing without Him. See, He's the one that's going to be elevated and lifted up. See, we got to come together in one mind and one judgment and stop bickering over the little things that don't even matter. See, Mashiach said, look, Matthew 12:36. But I say unto you, that every idle word a man shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned. See? So, when you allow men to exalt you, you better give all the glory to the Most High. See. Hopefully you understand that, because it's very, very important that you see this, because without you can do nothing except through the power of the Most High. So going back to Revelation, that's why he's saying, Most High telling us. He's going to bring us in gross darkness, because we ain't want to, give glory to the Most High. Praise the Most High. Praise the Most High. Hallelujah to his holy name. Not ours. Look, Most High ain't doing this for us. He doing it for himself. Understand this, Israel. We got caught up in ourselves, but this ain't about us. It's about him. It's about him. Look at what he say. Go to Ezekiel 36. Verse 5. Ezekiel 36 and 5. He said, therefore thus said the Most High Power, surely in the fire of my jealousy. Remember he said you got jealousy, you got fire, I'll burn your butt up, I'll melt you, and I'm jealous. He is jealous. His name is jealous. Surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen. The residue of the heathen, and against all Idumea. Idumea represent Edom, Rome, which have appointed my land into their possession, with the joy of all their heart, with despiteful minds, to cast it out for a prey. See, they over there in the Most High land. This land is the land of Israel. It says, prophesy therefore concerning the land of Israel, and say unto the mountains, and to the hills, to the rivers, and to the valleys, thus said the Most High Power, behold, I have spoken in my jealousy and in my fury. Hear what he's saying? My jealousy and in my fury, because ye have borne the shame of the heathen. See, we have carried the shame of the heathen. When he said in Jeremiah 10 and 2, learn not the way of the heathen. Therefore, thus said the Most High Power, I have lifted up mine hand. Surely the heathen that are about you, they shall hear their shame. They shall bear their shame. They're going to bear their shame. So my Shai said, I'm going to meet you as a man. And your shame going to be uncovered. They're going to bear their shame. It's all in the power of the Most High. That's why we have to, as a people, give glory to our power and do what he say do. Do what he say do. Follow his law segment. You gotta learn them. Learn it, live it, apply it in your life. And you shall see that it will benefit you in more ways than you can even imagine. But he's doing it for his name's sake. Going back to Jeremiah. Now let's go to Isaiah 5 and 30. Isaiah 5 and 30. And in that day, they shall roar against them, like the roaring of the sea. And if one look upon the land, behold, darkness and sorrow, and the light is darkened in the heavens thereof. Right here on this earth, just the heavens that it's talking about. The light is darkened in the heavens thereof. That's why, you look at us as a people, because one time we knew we were Israelites. Then the Greeks came into power, took the Persian Media Empire down, and it was against the law to call yourself a Jew or Israelite. So by the time Mashiach came on the earth, and you look at Malachi, between Malachi and Matthew, Malachi is in the Persian Media Empire. So what happened to the Greek Empire that took down the Persian Media Empire? Because by the time you come to Matthew, you're in the Roman Empire. So the Greek Empire is in the Apocrypha, where they say it's not real, but it's so real. As real could be. You see, the Greek Empire is in the first Maccabees and second Maccabees, in the Apocrypha. It's right there. Same, go right with what Daniel was prophesying concerning the Greeks coming into power and so forth. So it's all there. It's just a matter of knowing this word. To the law and to the testament, they speak not according to this word because there's no light in them. Isaiah 8:20. So that's why you got to have the light. And if the light is on, then you can see. If you're in darkness, you can't see. You see, the light is the laws of the Most High. But if the light is off, then you in darkness because you in ignorance. You accept whatever it is that the heathens say you're supposed to do. They present certain things to you, and you accept it, and that's more important than the Most High. And you can see it. His eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. He know what you're thinking. Even though you try to pretend one way, no, you can't pretend nothing. Therefore, the Most High bring forth his plagues. He the one that kill, he the one that make alive, he the one that wound, he the one that heal. The Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jacob being the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel, period. That's him. He said, that's my name forever and immortal to all generations. So, we got to fear him. We got to be afraid of him. We can't just do whatever we want to do. We always did that. And what happened to us? We always went into captivity, slavery, and bondage. So now all the nations, the Bible is written in mostly all the different languages. Published by who? Esau. So therefore it's written in mostly all the languages, so who won't have an excuse? No one. Second Thessalonians 2:3. Let no man deceive you. 2 Thessalonians 2, the second chapter, the third verse. Let no man deceive you by any means. For that day shall not come except there come a falling away first. And we fell in 70 AD as a people, the children of Israel. That's why Mashiach warned us in Luke 21:20. When you see the city compared with armies, fleeing to the mountains. That's what he told us to flee into Africa. What armies? The Roman armies. It says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Talking about Esau, who opposed and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High. Now, come on. Who opposes and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High. Now, how is it that they have painted the Most High as themselves, painted the Mashiach as themselves, knowing that it's a lie? Nobody ever can prove it from now until eternity. You see, the Most High got hair of pure wool. Mashiach feet like the fine brass burned in the furnace. He had woolly hair too, nappy hair, for a better word. Did you understand in today's terms? See, y'all want to say, oh yeah, you Middle Eastern now, that this truth is coming out. But yeah, who was there in the Middle East? We were. Y'all try to say we come from Africa, we Africans? No, we're not from Ham. The Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary says, you open it up and you look up Ham, it says Ham, the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, but the Egyptians, the Libyans, North Africans, Canaanites, South Africans, and Ethiopians. It says not the Negroes. How about that? But you preachers still teaching that we come from Ham. We Africans, and no Africans ever came over here and said, come home, my brother. Or I got means to be able to bring some of you home. Nah. It ain't happening, didn't happen. I mean, you got, where's our seat in the United Nations? As the Hebrew Israelites, the 12 tribes of Israel. You got Hamites, he was the head of the United Nations. But didn't represent us. But nothing coming down the pipe for us. If we the chosen people of the Most High, we won't get our power from the Most High. Period. Now, forever and ever and ever. Hallelujah, is glorious name. We'll see this petition being revealed. That's why I say your shame gonna be shamed. Say, who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called God, or that is worship, so that he, as the Most High, as the Mashiach Yahushua too, Jesus Christ, that y'all call him, sitteth in the throne, the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. That's why, what? 1 Maccabees 3:48, wherein the heathen opened up the book of the law, whereas they thought to paint the likeness of their images. Paraphrasing. That's what you did. It's all there. Everything is there. You want to get answers? It's all in the scriptures. The past, the present, and the future. So it says, he sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. So now, when you look at that last little picture, what is he doing? They sitting down, and you got 5 people, the Borgia family, they sitting down in that picture. And you got Caesar Borgia sitting down, taking a portrait. You know, Leonardo da Vinci, and all the wicked butts painted him, saying it's going to be the new Jesus Christ for the world. But not a Mashiach Yahushua, not the anointed Savior, not the anointed Messiah. But y'all Jesus Christ, all you that want to believe that's him, you are equipped to believe that if you want to. That's a lie. Listen. So what's the temple of the Most High? 1 Corinthians 3:16. Know ye not that ye, the children of Israel, 12 tribes of Israel, are the temple of the Most High, and that the Spirit of the Most High dwelleth in you? We the Spirit of the Most High. We have the Spirit of the Most High, and the temple of the Most High are the 12 tribes of Israel. But they sitting amongst us, showing themselves that they are the Most High. That's why you show our people that picture of Caesar Borgia and the picture of the last of the picture and say this is a lie. They get offended. They get offended. Esau don't even believe that's true. But our people, they get offended. They sitting in the temple of the Most High, showing themselves that they are the Most High of the Mashiach Shai. Because all the Bibles they open up, it shows them. So they think they Gentiles being grafted in. And they truly the children of the Most High. The 12 tribes of Israel. Isaiah 5:30. And in that day they shall roar against them like the roaring of a sea. And if one look unto the land, behold, darkness and sorrow, ignorance and sorrow. You're sad because you can't call on the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob through the Jesus Christ that you believe in, the so-called white man, Caesar Borgia. That's our people. Somebody got to pay for that. Behold, darkness and sorrow. And the light and darkness in the heavens thereof. See? We shining bright as lights in this gross darkness that the people are in. In these heavens we're talking about right here on this earth. Because the Most High don't need nobody to be coming there to direct anything or tell them anything. Isaiah 8:22. Isaiah 8:22. And they shall look unto the earth and behold trouble and darkness. Hear what it say? Go look into the earth and behold what? Trouble and darkness. Trouble and ignorance. People don't know who they are. Don't know if they coming or going. Don't know what they're supposed to do. They know what they're supposed to do and still doing what? What they want to do. I'm going to do it my way. Ain't no way to do it but the way the Most High program already been set up. Period. And it's in this word. Better understand it, Israel. What he say? Trouble? Trouble. So what you going to do when that trouble comes? Depending on your darkness that you in? Listen. And they shall look unto the earth and behold trouble and darkness, dimness of anguish, and they shall be driven to darkness. Here we are. Future prophecy, here we are right now, trying to bring our people out of this darkness. And even those that call themselves being in the light still want to hang on to darkness and call themselves being in the light. Like the Most High don't see that. Then you wonder why things don't happen for you the way it should, because you still want to be lukewarm. You want to tread the fence. You want to be over here in the world and be in the truth too. Nah. Choose life or death, baby. That's the only choices we have. You want to still be in darkness? Hey, Marshall Shot got something for you. See, y'all want to run to a Marshall Shot thinking he's going to deliver you out of whatever it is that you think you doing, and still want to have that Christian type of mind so you can do whatever you want to do. All you got to do is just call on the name of Jesus. Nah. Better understand, recognize for real. Look at what he says in Revelations 2 and verse 16. He said, repent, or else I will come unto thee quickly, and will fight against them with the sword of my mouth. You know, out of his mouth coming under fire and brimstone. Look. He's warning us. Look at Revelation 3:15. He said, I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou wert cold or hot. This is for all you that's, straddling the fence. You in the world, want to keep up with the world and do whatever things of the world, look like the world, be like the world, and still be a Hebrew Israelite. He said, I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would that thou were cold or hot. He said, I wish you were cold, but you ain't dealing with this period, or you were hot. You were in it to win it. That your name could be written in the book of life. Listen what he said. So then, because thou art lukewarm, since you want to be part of the world, hang in the world, and be part of the Hebrew Israelite, he said, because thou art lukewarm, and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. He's going to spew you out of his mouth. See, out of his mouth, you can read 2nd Ezra 13, 9 to 11. Come fire and brimstone. Burn people up. See.
Looks like rain is coming. Who sound the warning?
So that's what we looking at, people. So look at Micah 2 and 10. Micah 2 and 10. Micah 2 and 10. It said, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest." Say, arise and depart, for this is not your rest. It's not our rest, because it is polluted. This world is polluted. I don't know if any of y'all ever seen what pollution is like. The whole world defiled and inhabits thereof, so there's probably pollution everywhere. Pollution is nasty, filthy, filthy, filthy McNasty. When it comes down and comes on your car, you better not be out in it when it rains. If that first rain come down, you're going to be polluted. Your clothes will be jacked up. Everything will be messed up. It says, "Arise ye and depart." Depart from what? Depart from the mindset of the heathen and come back to the Most High. For this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction. You hear that? It's going to destroy you, people. Most I said with a sword destruction. 1 Ezra 8:69. But you want to be like the heathen, you're going to die. Like he said, you join unto them, you're going to die. Most I said, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not prevail or prevent us. Are you serious? Most I don't want to create evil. 1 Ezra 8:69. 1 Ezra 8:69. The nation of Israel, the princes, the priests, and Levites have not put away from them the strange people of the land. See, over and over again, come out of her, my people. See, we ain't put away the strange people of the land, nor the pollutions of the Gentiles. See that? The pollutions of the other nations whose gods are idols. To wit, of the Canaanites, Hittites, Perizzites, all these are so-called Africans, or Hamites, Jebusites, and the Moabites. These are the indigenous ones, I'm saying. Chinese, Egyptians, most so-called Africans or Hamites, and Edomites, so-called indigenous Caucasians. For both they and their sons have married with their daughters, and the holy seed is mixed with the strange people of the land. And from the beginning of this matter, the rulers and the great men have been partakers of this iniquity. See, that's sin. That's what it's saying. And for you that don't believe in the Apocrypha, we can go to your regular King James 1611 authorized Bible and see the same thing. You get the understanding, because this all goes together. 1 Ezra 8:71. And as soon as I had heard these things, soon as Ezra heard these, I rent my clothes, he tore his clothes and the holy garments, and pulled off the hair from off my head and beard, and sat me down sad and very heavy. He pulled the hair of his beard and hair out. That had to hurt. 2 Ezra 9:7. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works, 2 Ezra 9:7, and by faith whereby ye have believed. That works is keeping the laws of the Most High, and faith in the Mashiach Yahushua, going to the Most High on our behalf, since we're not sacrificing animals anymore, shall be preserved from the said perils, the said dangers. This all here's laid out for us. You can try your own way and see if it works. Because whenever you try your own way, you can't come back and say, oh, help me, help me, help me, because you're doing your own thing. You should be able to do the things that the Most High say He's going to do. You should be able to do them yourself. If you feel that you don't need them. Because look what it say. Everyone that shall be saved. Saved is being saved from your enemies, from the hand of all that hate you. And that's Luke 1:68-71, just in case some of you don't know. And shall be able to escape by his works, by you keeping the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High, and by faith in the Mashiach Yahushua, whereby ye have believed, where you have believed, see, shall be preserved from the said perils, going to be preserved from the said dangers, this prophecy, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. Verse 9. Then shall they be in pitiful case, which have abused my ways. All you that have abused the Most High's laws, statutes, commandments, you're going to be in pitiful case. You want to do whatever you want to do, how you want to do it, stay the same, don't want to become better in the eyes of the Most High, and those that He have sent in His last days to bring forth His message to the people in this earth. Hey, more power to you. But He's saying, then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. Hear that? You told what's right, and you do what's wrong, you're going to dwell in torments. Oh, the Most High long suffering, He going to get you. Believe that. You think He done got you? No, He ain't got you yet. He going to get you. That's what He's saying. This prophecy. You're going to dwell in torments. It says, all these, this is 1 Ezra 9:36. All these had taken strange wives, and they put them away with their children. So you still got Israelites that have strange wives and children. This is what we did. We put them away with their children. Why is that? The Most High gave us the law. We got to go to the law, because you say that's not right. You know, they had these nations that are outside of the 12 tribes of Israel that they done married into, had children by them. And this was righteous in the eyes of the Most High. All these had taken strange wives, and they put them away with their children. They put them away with their children. This is why. Go to the law. Deuteronomy 7:1. Deuteronomy 7:1. When the Most High thy power shall bring thee into the land whither thou goest to possess it. It's Deuteronomy 7:1. We're going to read from 1 to 5. The Most High thy power shall bring thee into the land whither thou goest to possess it, and have cast out many nations before thee. The Hittites, and the Jebusites, and the Amorites, and the Canaanites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, 7 nations greater and mightier than thou. He cast these nations out of the land of Canaan. And when the Most High thy power shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor show mercy unto them. So we're supposed to utterly smite them, kill them, and utterly destroy them, and make no contract, no agreements with them, nor show mercy unto them. Neither shall thou make marriages with them. See, it's the law. You got a problem, take it over to both sides. He said, neither shall thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son. This is why. For they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods, other powers, other idols. So will the anger of the Most High be kindled against you, and destroy thee suddenly. But thou shalt but thus shall ye deal with them. Ye shall destroy their altars, what they believe in, their religious rites and so forth, and break down their images, and cut down their groves, and burn their graven images with fire. That's the word. So now, let me give you an example of how one of the wisest kings in the earth, besides Hamashiach Yahushua, King Solomon, what he did. Let's read about him in 1 Kings 11th chapter, first verse down. Listen. So people can understand, because a lot of you're against what the scriptures actually say. He was a king. Listen. And the Most High loved King Solomon. Listen at this. But King Solomon loved many strange women. This 1 Kings 11:1. Strange women. Strange women are the women that we just read about, that the priests and Levites and the children of Israel were marrying. And they put away their wives and their children, that we just read about. Now, but King Solomon loved many strange women, together with the daughters of Pharaoh, women of the Moabites, indigenous Chinese, Ammonites, indigenous Japanese, Edomites, indigenous Caucasian people, Zidonians, and Hittites, so-called Africans, or indigenous Hamites. Listen, of the nations concerning which the Most High said unto the children of Israel, ye shall not go in to them. We just read it in Deuteronomy 7th chapter. Neither shall they come in unto you. For surely they will turn away your heart, your mind, after their gods. After their gods. Solomon clave unto these in love. He loved these strange women of these other nations. And he had 700 wives, princesses, and 300 concubines, and his wives turned away his heart. Who turned away his heart? Verse 1. But King Solomon loved many strange women, these strange women that he just spoke about of these other nations. For he had 700 wives, princesses, and 300 concubines, and his wives turned away his heart. We're going to find out. It said, for it came to pass when Solomon was old, that his wives turned away his heart, his mind, after other gods. And his heart, his mind, was not perfect with the Most High, his power, as was the heart or the mind of David, his father. As I said, David was a man of his own heart. For Solomon went after Ashtoreth, the goddess of the Sidonians, and after Milcom, the